What happens to your estate tax exemption in 2026 if you don't use it? Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. And this is a question that we're starting to get all the time, so I wanted to talk to you about it. Before I get to that though, I want to remind you, if you have questions about this or anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. Okay, what am I talking about with this estate tax reset in 2026? Well, if you'll recall, when Donald Trump was the president, he signed into law this thing called the Secure Act. Secure Act did a bunch of different things. One of the things that it did was essentially double the federal estate tax exemption from about 6 million to about 12 million. After this time with inflation, it's really up to like 13 million and some change. Okay, what that means is if your assets are less than $13 million, you don't owe any estate taxes. If they are more than $13 million, anything over 13 is going to face like a 40% estate tax. Okay, real dollars. Now, whenever they make these changes to these tax laws, they typically have a provision where it will revert or sunset back to an original or back to an earlier time. That's happening in 2026. The current exemption is going to revert back to what it was before the Secure Act. At that time, it was about 6 million. It's going to be probably about 6.5 million is what people are anticipating. So if you are at 13 million and you're not paying attention, you could lose $6.5 million of estate tax exemption. Okay, now there are some questions though about what that process is going to look like. What if you, for example, give $1 million right now? Are you going to continue to have 6.5 in 2026? What if you give all of it right now? What's going to happen? I'm going to lay it out for you. Essentially, the IRS is not going to do you any favors, okay? What you don't use, you are going to lose, and they are going to subtract from the bottom, not from the top. Here's what I mean. 3 different scenarios will, I think, kind of explain what happens, okay? Let's say scenario number 1, today in 2024, you gift $1 million, okay? And that $1 million will reduce your estate tax exemption amount from 13.5 to 12.5, okay? It would be nice if in 2026, when the 13 million goes down to 6.5, if they said, oh, you know what, that $1 million that you gave in 2024, it goes off the top. You know, it went from 13 to 12. So now that we're coming down to 6.5, you get to keep the whole 6.5. That's not what they're going to do though. What they're going to say is we're going from the bottom up. You're using your first million first. So in 2026, when the estate tax exemption is reduced to $6.5 million, because you've already used $1 million with this gift, you are now going to have 5.5 million to use, okay? Same as if you gave like 8 million, let's say you gave 8 million right now. In 2026, when it goes back to 6.5 million, you're not gonna have anything left. It's just gonna be gone, okay? That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. If, however, you use all 13, or if you use 8 and it goes back to 6.5, you're not gonna owe on the difference. Whatever you use when the exemption is in place is going to be available to you basically for your life. So that's why it's important to use it before you lose it, if you have the ability or if strategically it makes sense to do so. All right. What does all this mean? Basically, if your assets are around 13 million or more, 10 or more, certainly more, then you're going to want to think about whether or not you want to try to do something during this period before this exemption resets to save some money on estate taxes. Okay, there are many different things that you can do, but you should start thinking about it now. Okay, so that is the Great Estate Tax Reset 2026. All right, again, hopefully this helped. If it did, like, comment, follow, do whatever you want to do. If you have questions about this or anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. As always, I am Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Appreciate you. And I will talk to you again soon. See ya.